Hi, my name is Christina. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to wish all of you a happy Friday. So this is a daily reading for September 4th. I am a Holy Fire Reiki Master, so during my readings, I use Reiki to clear the energies of the cards and to help me bring in the messages that you need to hear for today for those who are watching. So you might, you will receive Reiki if you are open to it. So you might just feel a warm sensation and just feel relaxed. Most of the time people feel relaxed. And it helps just to clear anything that might be in your way of your highest good, to clear it out of your emotional, spiritual, physical, mental body, or your auric field, to clear it out so you can live more in harmony here on earth. So I'm going to start with this deck right here. So this is the Light Seers Tarot right here, okay? So I'm just going to pull 3 cards from here and then pull some oracle cards for you for today, for guidance for today, for September 4th. Please allow messages to come through for anyone watching for their highest good for Friday, September 4th, 2020. I hope you're all doing very well. Please allow messages to come through for September 4th, 2020. I prefer to shuffle on the camera so you really see that I'm actually, to see the cards coming out. I prefer that. I feel like it helps to build the excitement, the anticipation. Please allow messages to come through, what needs to come through for today, September 4th, 2020, for the collective, for those who are watching. Please allow messages to come through for today, for everyone's highest good, for those who are watching, for Friday, September 4th, 2020. I let the cards jump out at me. It's interesting how, it's taking its time. Like when I feel that way, it's like telling me to have patience. Messages for today, September 4th, 2020. I'm going to do a past card, present energy, and future, or immediate future. For today, September 4th, 2020. 1 card. Okay, excuse me. 1 more card. Okay, it doesn't want me to it wants like 4 cards, right? Keep them? Okay. See, I don't do what I want. I am a messenger for all of you. Okay, so I have 2 cards of the immediate past, the present, and the future. So we have the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords right here. That was the immediate past. As you can see, with the 10 of Wands, he or she, the energy, the person has been carrying a lot of weight with them. They have felt very burdened. They've had a lot of worry on their minds. A lot of too much thinking going on. I tend to get that way with that. So yeah, just carrying a lot of baggage. Not only physically, but more so emotionally, and a lot of baggage mentally. So the road for whomever this applies for hasn't been easy. It's just been very draining, very like really, like there's a lack of self-care here, as I can see. Doing too much, possibly doing too much for other people, not doing enough for yourself. And I don't feel like this is just the immediate past. Like, this is the way it's been for, I feel, a lot of us throughout our lives. Just how life was up to now, like going, but like with a chicken with their head cut off, like not doing enough for yourself. And it's caused a lot of chaos, like in your internal world, having that peace of mind, that feeling like, oh, I can do anything, you know, like, doesn't it feel good when you finally like let go of something? I mean, for me, it's not like I can't force letting go of something. I just set the intention, and I've had periods in my life, and all of a sudden, like, I wake up one day or I go for a walk, and then it's amazing. I feel like a weight has been lifted, and so it's not conscious. It's just, it's taken away from me, like through my higher power, and I feel free. I feel like I can accomplish anything I want at that point. Like, I'm not carrying that around anymore, and it feels so good. So that's the immediate past there. The present, no, I'm hearing, you know what you deserve, but still you're not giving it to yourself. We have the Four of Pentacles here, which I've been getting the message for myself, although I feel like my heart is opening up more and more, but that I need to open up more and more. So this is a reminder that I always heard, like, for myself as a sensitive person, or you know, as I'm an empath, but I didn't know the term. Like a few years ago, I learned it, that it was like a sign of weakness to be sensitive. And I realize it's a sign of strength, because you're really aware of who you're around, what you want, what you need, what doesn't feel right. And then it's for you to set the boundaries that you need. And then here is the Seven of Pentacles, which literally means, like, you know, like kind of waiting for the harvest, waiting for something to grow, to blossom. And I feel like, you know, for this card, to be gentle with yourself. I know it's been like a tough time, like I said yesterday, with everyone, in terms of worrying a lot, worrying about like the present, the future, what's going to happen, carrying that weight around, being really cautious, holding on to that grip. I was picking up early like a sense of, like, which for me, I've been receiving that lately, that feeling and letting it go, but that sense of not feeling safe. And you know, and then this lady, the way she is holding on to this bag, right? Like that feeling of like needing to protect yourself and not feeling safe. But I want to say, like, you can have that sense of safety emotionally. And it's about being open to who you are, being open to your sensitivity, what feels right, what doesn't, and what doesn't feel right, or what you don't want to be around anymore, to, which I know you all know, to have those healthy boundaries with others. And then that causes that sense of feeling safe. So you don't have to feel like energetically, emotionally have that wall up to feel safe, because that's not really being safe, right? It's an illusion. I mean, in my life, if that makes sense, I had that wall up all around me, and I thought, well, that's the only way I can be safe, right, in this world. And I realized I was completely disconnected from myself, and it was causing me more pain, and I could be in like really bad situations and I didn't even know it because I wasn't tapped into it. I wasn't tapped into myself. I wasn't tapped into what felt right for me, what didn't feel right for me. And so yeah, it's interesting with all this, like letting go of that old conditioning of worrying about things that are out of your control, right? To let that go, to let go of those old ways of thinking, old systems of living, of like needing to do everything by yourself, carrying around that weight, that emotional baggage. It's telling us to let go of all that and to have healthy boundaries with others so we can really love ourselves fully and not feel like we have to have that wall up, which really just encloses ourselves in it. So to be gentle with ourselves in this process. And for the future, we have the Two of Wands and we have the Knight of Cups. I definitely see like in the immediate future, we're here like waiting for a whole new world to arrive. I feel it's telling us to be mindful of not to be always in the mindset of waiting for something to happen, but to do what we can for right now, to do what feels right for us, whatever that is, which I feel with the Knight of Cups, not to be waiting for that happiness, that love, for those who are single or for anyone, that happiness, that love outside of yourself, but give it to yourself. The Knight of Cups is about like coming forward, right, with that love for someone, and it's to give it to yourself. How can you give it to yourself for today? How can you give yourself that love? How can you be gentle with yourself for today? How can you let go of those that worry for today, that emotional baggage that it doesn't serve you anymore? To have healthy boundaries with others. There's a lot of messages in here. So I'm going to I'm going to pull some oracle cards. We have these cards, Angel Answers Oracle cards. So I'm just going to pull cards, additional messages for whomever is watching. Okay, I'm going to just, excuse me, I'm going to additional messages, please, for whomever is watching. Additional messages for whoever is watching. Yeah, I have a big, strong feeling. This is, even like the cards are not coming out very quickly, so it's about having patience with what's happening and with yourself for today. Additional messages, please, for the collective. Additional messages for the collective. Okay. I'm going to just get all the cards out and then I'll show you. I just want to get about like one per deck. This is called The Universe Has Your Back, these cards right here. Okay. Then we have the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook, excuse me, I was reading the book. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle, these are like oracle cards, spirit cards. Messages. Okay. This video might be just a little longer than yesterday. Bear with me. Advice for today. I feel like I need to shuffle more. Advice for today, please. So did I tell you these ones are called Archangel Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue, which she's not doing cards anymore, unfortunately, but can still get some of her cards. And then we have Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. Though I had this feeling to do to use different cards today, more of them. Guidance for today, please. Angels, archangels, spirit guides. Okay, one more. Okay. And one from here. Okay, I'm hearing from the yogic path to read from the guidebook for these. So I'll go through them. If you ever want to, of course, you can always go back to the video and re-watch it and pick up the messages you need to pick up. Guidance, please. Okay, so so from this one we have the situation will improve. So really giving us hope, and you hope, that things will get better. The situation, what you feel you're waiting for, what doesn't feel like it's flowing or not going fast enough, right? About having patience. So the situation will improve. For those who believe in angels, the angels are watching over you and are protecting you, I was hearing. Then we have inner authority. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. I was talking about that yesterday, about taking back your power and listening to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Like I was saying with this card, like she or he feels like guarded, right? This energy, and is not really in touch with their feelings, right? If you have that wall up. So it's to take down that wall and really be open and receptive to what you really need. And then we have sobriety. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for adjusting my cravings in healthful directions so that I only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. So I don't feel like this necessarily just means about for those that, you know, have maybe a propensity to drinking too much or anything like that, but to be very mindful of being healthy at this moment, what you put into your mouth, right? The foods you eat, what you drink, to be mindful as we are, the energy, as you can tell, is very intense lately and everything is shifting. So to really take good care of yourself, of what you're consuming. Okay. And then we have overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jamriel, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So I feel like this has a lot to do with this card here. So this is a great positive message. And then we have brilliant idea. Archangel Uriel. Sorry, I'm not saying that right. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So maybe something you've been working on, especially here with growing those seeds, right? So please take action to bring your idea to fruition. It might take time, but you're on your way for whomever that applies to. Okay, then we have, these are messages. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. And then when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Beautiful. Which I was talking about, right? To be open to open up your heart space. And then from, ooh, God. Okay. From the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, we have the Panther. That's a very, like, intense energy, I feel, for me anyways. I'm feeling like it goes with what I was saying before with this card. When you're closed off to yourself, you're more likely, not always, but likely, like I was, to be in situations that are not good for you, and you can't really decipher what's right or wrong because you're not in touch or picking up, because maybe you're guarding your sensitivity, right? So you're not really picking up what's right or not wrong, and it's really showing you to be mindful to trust yourself and to be mindful of who's around you, and to be mindful of who you want to be around, and to have those boundaries. And the Cobra, upside down, I don't know why I'm hearing something has been an illusion to you, and now you need to let go of that illusion. I don't know why, but that's what I'm hearing. Need to let go of that illusion. So I feel like this maybe was the illusion. Like, it did, of course, you didn't see it like this, but it was like something felt good, right? But really it isn't, and now it's time to let go of that illusion. So that just came through. We'll see. Let me know if that applies to someone. And lastly, we have Kriya. Beautiful. These are very spiritual cards. Kriya. So I'm going to read about that. Every card, of course, has a different meaning, and sometimes I read them intuitively, but I was called to read it from the book. So some are deities, some are yoga terms, some are spiritual, some are Ayurvedic. Sorry, I'm not pronouncing that right. So Kriya, let's see, spirituality, 21. And it was upright. Very beautiful card. So I'm going to read effortless flow. Upright. So this is upright. Life feels like a river that you are graciously floating down with ease. You are on the path to your Dharma, highest purpose, and doors are opening for you. One connection leads to another, and things are moving at high speed. Kriya. Don't feel overwhelmed. This is how life is meant to be experienced. When you are in Kriya, everything requires far less effort. The universe is propelling you in the direction of your Dharma and providing you with assistance to fulfill the very important role you play. You no longer have to push, but rather can surrender to the greater forces at play. Keep up the flow and don't lose sight of your greatest goal, uplifting the vibration of this planet. Wow, that's beautiful. And it's interesting how it just feels like it encapsulates, all this about like letting go of all this that has been holding you back, and like going against the flow, I feel, of your life, right? And really going with the flow, going with the flow of life, going with the flow of the river, knowing that wherever you're at, whatever is going on, your situation will improve. And when you focus on your inner light, you see the world through the lens of love. Very beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this message, and really to trust your intuition right now. So I hope you enjoyed this message. I'll see you tomorrow. If you like this, I would greatly appreciate it if you would, let me know, like, comment if you like, and subscribe. So I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Sending you all lots of love.